Motion. Nothing in life gives me a more exhilarating feeling than when I'm in motion, riding my bike on a warm Sunday morning at the age of 6 or 11 or 14 and cherishing the shadows across the walk, the lilacs in bloom, the shutters still on the windows of the houses where neighbors are still in bed. Even today in my 70s, with my mountain bike and its clever slick tires, that means they're knobbled on the edges for dirt paths, smooth in the center of the roads, for the center of the roads, I feel released from the usual cares, money, ambitions, desirable and undesirable people. In our cars, imprisoned daily, typically in urban traffic, we all long for the open road. Kerouac's On the Road, television's Route 66, travel books, magazines, websites, these all play into our innate desire to get loose, to limber up, to forget the known and embrace the nude. The nude, did I say? I meant the new. Speed, that's funny. Speed is not something that appeals only to movie stars and race car drivers and testosterone-driven young men. The power in that motor is magnetic and irresistible. For years, I drove an old Mazda, and it performed like a souped-up sports car. Bond, the name is Bond, James Bond. Twice I've flown an airplane, and only last weekend I sat in the co-pilot seat of a de Havilland Otter seaplane going to and from Victoria, BC. What a great feeling, 1,500 or 2,500 feet above the Gulf of Georgia, peering down at private boat docks and small mansions on obscure islands. Liftoff as the plane frees us from the tyranny of the Fraser River. It's physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. We're imitating the gulls and the gods. Traveling anywhere, most familiarly for me in Europe, my great pleasure to move from one famous ancient city to another, to a hilltop town, is by train. Sit, no fuss, no bother, no maps, no road signs to consult, no direction to get right or wrong. Just watch the country go by. As a child heading to the lake in the summer, I would count the telephone poles and calculate in my head the distance between them. Now I watch or read or I meet new people and talk, freed. My most consistent form of motion these days is walking. I walk at least 30 minutes every day, sometimes an hour, often 2 hours. Recently in Europe, I would walk 5 hours a day. On those days, I sleep very well. I love the colored leaves. I love the puddles under my feet. I love the shops, the children, the dogs, the apartments, houses, even the emergency vehicles racing by. Pickle. Motion is freedom and life and breath and blood coursing through our veins.